Well, it's Sunday night, everybody. Let's see, 9:30 Sunday night. I was recently reading an article where Hard Rock casinos and cafes is thinking of taking over one of the old Trump buildings in Atlantic City. They passed a rule. It used to be that in order to have a casino, you had to build it from the ground up. You couldn't buy an old casino out and keep it as a casino, but that rule had to change because Atlantic City was such a disaster. Or that you had to have 500 rooms in order to have a casino, and they've changed that. They've knocked that down to 200, and they might eliminate that altogether. But the question is, Hard Rock cafes and casinos apparently is going to come to Atlantic City, and with that they have the option. They own for some reason, I forget, it was a 14 or 17% interest in the Meadowlands, and if the Meadowlands had gone through, they would have had the option, one of the first options, if not the only option, I don't know, of building a casino in the Meadowlands. But Atlantic City has been a disaster. I'm not sure why Hard Rock casinos and cafe and casinos would want to locate in Atlantic City. But here's the gist of the story. The CEO of Hard Rock casinos and cafes is a man, a nice guy called Jimmy Allen, and he started. I've known him since he was like 15. He used to flip hamburgers for my brother, and my brother apparently talked him into going into hotel management and going to college for that, and he ended up with a job with guess who? Donald Trump. And his job, as best I understood it, the job description was uh, to make sure that all the high rollers had the bottle of wine they wanted or whatever. And he had a very nice, very high salary, and a very what I want to say, a job that he was very capable of managing. And then he ended up taking different jobs at different places. At one time, he ran the I don't know, I think it was the Algonquin, I'm not sure, the Indian Casino in Upper New York or wherever it's located there. And then he ran a casino in I'm trying to think, was it Golden, Colorado? In one city in Colorado, they allowed gambling, and he ran a casino there. And then he was involved with casinos that they were going to set up and run out of riverboats on the Mississippi River. So he's been all over the place, and he had this offer from the Seminole Indians, who own Hard Rock casinos and cafes, to be the CEO, and with a very generous starting salary and a very generous offer on stock, which they gave him for that. But exactly why he'd be interested in coming to Atlantic City, there must be one a good write-off on that, because a couple of years back, because he was always was friends with my brother, he invited me and my mother, or not he, but his mother-in-law invited me and my mother to his 50th birthday down at Maynard's in Margate. And so I went down there. This was almost 4 years ago, and in the process he introduced me to his architect, who at the time they were thinking of building in Macau and Dubai and Singapore. So they had were either almost finished or just finished Punta Cana or whatever it is called in the Dominican Republic. So they're very big. I mean, it's a corporation that expanded rapidly because all these markets are billion-dollar markets: Macau, Singapore, and Dubai. So uh, I don't understand Dubai because it's run by Muslims, and it's against the law for Muslims to gamble. But anyway, uh, they seem to be, he seems to very much know what he's doing, but I'm not sure, even though he lived in Northfield, which is just a couple of miles out of Atlantic City. It seems like a tough market if you're not located out on the island. And out on the island there's the Golden Nugget, Harrah's, and the big money maker down there, the Borgata. So good luck, Jimmy. The last I talked to him was when I called him and told him my mother died, and that's that. So I don't expect any comps coming my way, but I wouldn't turn them down.